So my dear friend, now we are going to discuss about something very important. That is what dear friend, just a scanner class. I'm going to train you about the scanner class. But friend, what is the scanner class and what is the use of the scanner class? Friend, if you want to take the input from the user, if you want to take the input from the user in C language, especially in C language, in order to take the values from the user, we used to work with what your friends scanf function. Such a manner in C++, I'm sorry, in C++, we have to use what your friend C in. So what your friend just a C in we are using. So just in C language, we are using what your friends scanf. In C++, we are using what your friends C in. But the same way, sir, how do I take the input from the user in Java language? To take the values from the user in Java, they introduced what your friend scanner class. Scanner class. Yes, I want to speak some point about the scanner class, ladies and gentlemen. Lot of attention is required, guys. The scanner is a what your friend, scanner is a predefined class, predefined class, which is from JD, just which is from java.util package, which is from java.util package. And moreover, the scanner is the class. Scanner is the class from scanner class from JDK 1.5 and higher versions. The scanner is the predefined class from java.util package, and the scanner is the predefined class from JDK 1.5 version. JDK 1.5 and higher versions you will be getting. So what is the purpose of this one? Yes, it is used to extract the inputs. It is used to extract the inputs from the extract the inputs from the user. This is a way. The scanner class is meant for what? Extracting the input from the user. So scanner class, what is friend? The scanner class is meant for extracting the input from the user. But my dear friend, the scanner class is providing, scanner class is providing various. So scanner class is providing various predefined methods to read various type of values, The scanner class is providing various predefined methods to read various type of values from the user. So what are the methods are given? Let me list out first. Java.util.scanner is a class. Under this, they provided one method. Public next byte is a method. Friend, next byte is a predefined method to read a byte value from the user. If you want to take the byte type of input from the user, next byte method to be used. Same way, public short. Next short is a predefined method to take short input from the user. Short type. Already you have learned some data type. In Java, we have seen some predefined data type, ladies and gentlemen. What are the types we have seen? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean. But in order to read the various type of values, the Sun Micro Systems provided some predefined methods in the scanner class. Yes, okay. To read integer value, next int is a method is given. To read the integer value, next int is a method. Same way, to read the long value, next long is a method is given. To read the float value, next float is a method. Next float method will take the float type value and returns that float value. Similarly, public double, next double is a method to read the double value. Similarly, public string, guys, kindly notice that next is a method to read string value from the user. Next is a method to read the string value from the user. So finally, public boolean, next boolean is a method to read the boolean value from the user. Friend, these are the certain methods are given for you to extract some input from the user, various type of input from the user. We're requesting you to understand that particular point effectively. So my dear friend, and another important point we need to notice, As you guys already aware of it. So just as you guys already aware of, are they are static or non-static method? Fortunately, all these, yes, all these methods are what you find non-static methods. But you guys are already aware to invoke the non-static method. Yes, to invoke the non-static method, to invoke the non-static methods, then we must require an object reference of the class, an object reference of the scanner class. So just all these methods are non-static methods. To invoke the non-static methods, then we must require an object reference of the scanner class. But you guys already aware, to create an object for the class, we required constructor. You guys already aware? Yes. What is that now? To create an object for the class. To create an object for the class, we required. Yes, what is that now? We required. Sorry, gentlemen, we required. So we required what, dear friend? We required constructor. So to create an object for the class, we required constructor. But in the scanner class, they provided one constructor, scanner of system.in. It is one of the parameterized constructor. It is one of the parameterized constructor to create an object for the scanner class. Scanner. How can we write, gentlemen? This is a way. Scanner is equal to new scanner of. We have to write what here, friend, system.in. This is a way we have to create an object for the scanner class to invoke these methods. Very simple, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys already aware, to invoke the non-static methods, compulsory we must require an object reference of the class. To create an object for the class, we must require what? We require constructor. And what is the constructor is given for the scanner? Scanner of system.in. I hope you got the points up to this. We'll be showing an example. What is the constructor is given, gentlemen? Scanner of what, dear friends? System.in. Some example, how can I create the object? Scanner is equal to what, dear friend? New scanner of system.in. We have to create an object of the scanner class to invoke those methods. My dear friend, let me take an option here to give a small example. Let me take one small example here, just writing the program. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be writing class. This is for what, dear friend? Employee details, to store an employee details. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am defining the main method for execution, entry point. Yes, okay. Sir, what is your plan, sir? Actually, I want to take employee number, employee name, and his salary. What is it? I want to extract employee number, and I want employee name, and I want employee salary. So just what you want to extract? Employee number. That extracted input we have to store or not? Yes. The extracted employee number, employee name, salary required to be stored. So that is a reason why we required some variable. So that extracted employee number, I want to store them into ENO. Then extracted employee name, I want to store into the employee name. The extracted salary, I would like to store them into e-salary. My dear friend, and all these are what, dear friend? Local variables. Local variable means the variables which are declared in that method. The variable can be used in that method only. Don't get confused, my dear. Variables, very simple. What is that local variable? Variables which are declared. Yeah, which are declared in a method. That variables, yes, that variables can be used in that method. That variables can be used in that method only. That is called as what? Local variable. Let's call it as what, dear friend? These are called it as what we say, local variable, gentlemen. These all are called it as what? Local variable. Very easy, my dear friend. Yes, a variable which are declared. The variables which are declared within the method, the variables can be used in that method only. Call it as what? Local variable. That's good. Sir, what is your plan, sir? Sir, I want to extract the input. So what you want to extract? I want to extract integer input. But to extract the integer input, what is the method is given? Next int is a method is given. To extract the string type, what is the method? Next is the method. To extract the float value, what is the method? Next float. Requesting you, next float will extract the float value and returning what type? Float type. Next method will extract the string value and returning what type? String type. Next int method will extract the integer value and return what type? Int type. That please keep this point in the brain before understanding this code. Yes, guys. Sir, but those all are the what your friends are, and moreover, these all are non-static methods of the scanner class, sir, of course. But to invoke the non-static method, we must require what, sir? Object. But to create an object, what is required, sir? Constructor. What is a constructor? Scanner of system.in. Oh, let me create an object for the scanner class before using that. So that is the reason scanner is equal to what, your friend? New scanner of system.in. Yes, the scanner is equal to new scanner of system.in. But ladies and gentlemen, the scanner is a what, your friend? Scanner is a predefined class. Scanner is a predefined class from which package? Java.util package. So whenever you want to use any class from a package, then the corresponding package is recommended to import. Otherwise, you'll be getting some error. Import java.util.what scanner. This is more readable. We are using the scanner class from java.util package. That is awesome. Awesome. Sir, what do you want to extract from the user, sir? We'll be writing like system.out.println, enter employee number. Oh my goodness. Then definitely user is going to enter some number. Assume. User is entering some number. User is given 120. Sir, that given input should be extracted. Whatever the input is given by the user, that input I want to extract from the user. Extract from the user. But how do I extract from the user? To extract the integer input. To extract the integer input, next int is a method. Next int is a method of which class? Scanner class. And moreover, it is a non-static method. We require an object reference. So what you have to write is yes dot next int. Next int is the non-static method of which class? Scanner class. This is what extracting that given input. That extracted input will be returned to the system. So just JVM is extracting the input from the user and return to the what, your friend, program. That extracted input, we have to preserve them in a variable, right? Yes, that I want to preserve them in a variable env. Notice that, my dear. Next int method will extract integer value and return it. The returned value is stored into the variable env. Type of env is what? Integer. That's perfect. This is the way we have to write it. Sir, I want to extract some string value, sir. Then I want to ask system.out.println. Sir, enter employee name. Enter employee name. So employee name. User is giving some Chinni, something like Ravali, Ramya. Some name will be given. Oh, that is a word string. To extract the string, what is the method is given? Next is the method. Next method will extract the string value. Yes, okay. This is what your friend s.next. So this method will extract the given string. That extracted string should be stored, right? That is the reason I've taken one variable ename. Now ename is a variable of type what? String. Wonderful, wonderful, my dear friend. Now what I want to do is system.out.println. Enter what now? Salary. Yes, enter salary. Wonderful. Salary means user may give as number with the decimal. User may give a number with the decimal. To extract the float values. To extract the float value, what is that method? Next float. Next float method will extract the float value and return what type? Float type. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, x.next float. Yes, this method will extract the float value from the user. That extracted value we have to store for further use. We have to preserve them in a variable for further use. That is the reason your eCell is a what, your friend? Variable of type what? Float. That is perfect. That's perfect. Yes, my dear. These are the three statements will extract the input from the user. After extracting the inputs, after extracting this input, I have to display them onto the screen. Guys, observe this one. Sir, I want to give, what dear friend, just I want to give one line here, just for idea's sake. Then I want to display. Sir, system.out.println, ENO is, I want to display what dear friend, ENO. That extracted input already there in the ENO, that value we are going to print here now. With the same fashion, I'll be writing this one, system.out.println, sir, ename is. Ename is, I want to take like ename. I want to go this one, system.out.println, e-salary is, I want to display e-sal. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope now you got the point very clearly about this. Let me run and show how it is working there. Yeah, I want to go this one, what dear friend, just a file and a save. This program I want to save with what? Employee.java. To compile and execute, you guys already aware of it. Java C, what is that? Employee.java. Now it is compiled what? Successful. Compiled successful. Let me write, sir, Java. Name of the class is what, dear friend? Employee. Name of the class is employee. Now it is prompting me. Enter employee number 102. What are the number? Employee name, just what, dear friend? James. What is the salary? Just what, dear friend? 90,000. I was given 90,000. So when you press enter, you're seeing all the details very clear. I hope you got the point very clearly, man, how to extract the input from the user using the scanner class. I hope you got the point very clear about this particular thing. Very, very easy. Just this is the way we have to write the code to extract the input from the user dynamically using the scanner class. I hope, my dear friend, you got the very clear idea about what is the scanner and its methods. Is it clear?